My opinion is going to take a lot of work. And I don't know, I haven't tested the Alpha Fly 2 yet. Test, test, test. We are rolling, everybody. Oh, my. Hey, hey, hey. All right, shimmy. Let me just shimmy in here. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on, everybody. Here we go. Ask me anything vlog. Oh, man, we're not running up crazy big mountains today. We are definitely not doing that. We're not filming epic races over in Europe. Someday we'll be back. Right now, we are doing a Ask Me Anything, because guess what? We're on the crutches. We march on. We figure it out. We wait for the body to heal, if you know what I mean. And actually, on that note, question of the day, right at the beginning, what question, or questions, but really think here. If you are just trying to dig in and learn and become a better runner or a better running shoe purchaser or a better cross trainer or a better anything in the running world, what one question do you have for DGR as a whole? Okay, so the entire DGR family around the world that's watching this right now, scroll down to the comments and see if you can't help others. Maybe you have experience in how to break 20 minutes in the 5K. Maybe you have experience on how to qualify for the Boston Marathon. Maybe you have experience on what food to eat 3 days out from an ultra marathon or whatever. I mean, there's literally endless amount of questions you could ask down below in the comments. Sound good? All right. So we're doing that question of the day because it is an Ask Me Anything today. Let's just set those guys right there. We're going to be good buddies over the next 6 to 8 weeks or however long it's going to take me to heal up. By the way, butter my bread, a little fresh coffee. Don't mind if I do. Okay, before we dive in to Ask Me Anything, and thank you for everyone that submitted. Thank you everyone who submitted questions on Twitter, Instagram, all over the place. Here's the deal. We're doing something new. See, by not being able to run right now, it's unfortunate, trust me, but it allows me to do other things, like get creative, okay? And so a new creative thing we're doing right now, we've actually done this a long time ago, but we're bringing it back. Finally, info@DeMoorGlobalRunning.com. Listen up, these shoes, I'm gonna put them on the screen in a title right now. Metaspeed Edge Plus, Saucony Endorphin Pro 3, Nike Pegasus 39, what other one? I even think maybe the Audios Pro 3, okay? Any of those shoes on your screen right now, if you have already tested them, and let's say taken them past, yes, 50 miles, and you have good experience in these shoes, if you care to, we would love to receive a video, a 2-minute, 1 to 2 minute video, no longer than 2 minute video of your personal review, okay? So you get to share your thoughts on the upper, midsole, outsole. Try to keep it around, 1 to 2 minutes so the vlog doesn't get extra long. And if you care to share your height, you don't have to share your weight. If you want to, you can. I realize that's a little personal, but if you want to share your height, how long you've been running, and how many miles you've put into the shoe, and then if it works out, we will take that video clip and put it into the full review on the channel. Okay, so it's info, so you can send the video and film horizontally. Don't film on your phone vertically. Film horizontally, okay? So then you can email it through Dropbox, Google Drive, WeTransfer, or it might just fit in an email, but it might be too big. Sound good? Again, there's the shoes on your screen. We'd love to get some outside information and just continue to source these running shoe reviews, durability predictions from all of you around the world. Onward we go, and we'll keep doing this as more shoes are starting to be tested, published on the channel. Here we go. Tropical Runner, comment of the day. We are all with you. Thank you, Tropical Runner. Yesterday announced the injury. I'm getting an MRI next week, so we shall see what they say. We're diving in. Let's go. Come on now. Let's actually start on Instagram. Bilal Mahmoud asks, are there times during the training cycle where you just feel like quitting? He says, wishing you a speedy recovery as well. Oh, not really. Now for me, I love running. And so not running is hard. So it's not like where I feel like quitting. I would say, you know what's a hard time is like the taper, when you have to stop running as much. That's what I don't like. You can tell I just love running. So there's moments though, I will say, when it's cold, like in the wintertime when it's cold and you're sore. I mean, trust me, there's moments where it's like hard, but there's never a time where I feel like quitting. I'll just say that much, all right? So Bilal, I have made some vlogs, and I'll try to link to them in the description, about like my mental approach and how I try to stay mentally strong through training blocks. Thank you so much for asking. We're going on to Matt Helm. He says, any plans to attempt the 100-mile distance again in the next few years? Matt, 100-mile distance in the next few years? Probably not. Probably if I did, I would probably top out at about 100K. But you never know. Never say never. Probably not the 100-mile distance in the next couple of years. He asked a couple of vlogs. What shoe were you, or a couple of questions. What shoe were you leaning towards for Pikes Peak this year before the injury? Probably the Salomon Pulsar once again. The same shoe as last year. All right, sound good? Moving on to, let's see, one more on Instagram, I believe. Best recommendations for staying injury-free while running from your experience. Maybe I'm not the best to answer this right now. And I think there was another one that came up about injuries. Anyway, you always want to back off your mileage if you feel a niggle coming on that feels really unique, and always ease into your volume, especially if you're a newer runner. That's why I do the roller coaster training. You don't just jump into 60 miles a week. You go 20, you could hold 20 for a couple weeks, then 30 for a couple weeks, then 40, depending on it all depends on your experience level. Good shoes, of course. And getting into the gym, definitely getting into the gym. Oh, I was so excited for this year's Pikes Peak because I was feeling strong overall. But anyway, that's water under the bridge, as they say. Okay, moving on now to, we're going to go to, let's see, actually, you know what? We're going to pull up real quick Discord. Thank you for asking some questions over on Discord. 1 second. All right, here we go. There. Where is the new DGR logo coming? When is the new DGR logo coming? That's from Jeremy. Jeremy, it's definitely done. It's been done for a long time. But sourcing correct material in 2022 is proving to be very, very challenging. So we want to put the logo on all of our new running gear, specifically running gear that you can run in, gear that is breathable, stretches, good gear. And it's proving to be very challenging to find a source that is reliable, affordable. Affordability is almost thrown out the window at this point. So we've hit some major challenges. I'll just say, one of the clients that we were working with over the past 4 months just shut down their company because of inflation. And I won't say who or where, but they just shut down. Like the whole company shut down. And so anyway, that was unfortunate because we were moving in the right direction with them. So, anywho, I will say there's a company now locally here in Colorado that I have found I found them like 2 months ago, but we're finally now getting samples printed, okay? Thank you for your patience. Moving on now to H-Town Q. How are the boys' summer activities doing, and how has the first week of baby Kate been? Very, very good H-Town Q for baby Kate. She's sleeping like a champ. Like, we have gotten, like, I think it was last night or was it 2 nights ago? Maybe I'm a little delirious right now. 3-hour stretches for a baby that's been, alive for less than 2 weeks. Like 3 hours, actually, she just turned 2 weeks. So 3-hour stretches is amazing. So no, we're doing great. Everyone's bringing us meals and the family's doing well. So anyway, thank you for asking. The boys are doing great. I just heard them get home from the pool. So I heard their footsteps above me in the studio. So they're having a very, and they just wrapped up soccer camp. I guess was that last week? Oh my goodness. So they're doing soccer camps, all these fun activities. H-Town Q. Moving on now to YouTube. Sorry if I'm going a little quick, but there's a lot of questions. Here we go. Piano Man 1234321. Would you suggest training for something like a 10K or 8K prior to training for a half marathon if I'm accustomed to racing 5K or shorter? Background, I'm 23 and my eventual goal is to get a BQ. That's awesome. You're amazing, Piano Man 1234. I would. Absolutely. That's almost a good rule of thumb for any distance. If you're more comfortable at the 5K distance, I would definitely jump to the 10K or 8K, but if you can't find an 8K, do the 10K and train for a 10K and then move up to the half marathon. And you know what? If you Google, you could even go from the 10K to the 10 miler. There's quite a few races out there that are the 10 mile distance because that extra 3 miles, it is harder. Yeah, I just say, like it's another jump up. So very good question, and I think that's very smart of you to ask it. Okay, here we go. Ultra Dad, assuming you can't run Pikes Peak due to your injury, can you share some ideas of races or other goals you might have for later in the fall or winter once you have recovered? Thanks for everything you do, Seth. Once again, Ultra Dad, thank you for the question, for being a member of the channel. Let's see. Hold on. 1 second. I mean, I have no clue. I mean, really, because this is all brand new. I would say, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'm looking to 2023, but I'm kind of looking to 2023 at this point, based on how this feels. So, man, you're putting me on the spot. I really haven't looked to 2023 yet mentally. Okay, big bucket goals, OCC, CCC. I would love to do the canyons, not the Black Canyon. Is it the Black Canyon 100K? But again, that might be down the road, further down the road. I'd love to run Boston. I'd love to run Berlin. I'd love to run London. And actually, that was a question that came up as well. Where was it? Do you plan to run the 6 major marathons? Yes, I do. Okay. I've only done New York though. But yes, that is one of my life goals, is to run the 6 major marathons 100%. But anyway, that's a hard one, Ultra Dad. I mean, JFK 50, okay? I'm just throwing darts at the wall at this point, but I don't even know, man. It's all so new. I got to reevaluate the whole calendar. And that's what you do as a runner, You pick yourself up and you just get healthy and come back stronger. All right, here you go. Tim Buckles, of all the places you've ever ran in your life, what was your absolute favorite place to run? What's a place you would like to run but haven't yet? I'd love to go to New Zealand, all right? I did a run in Salzburg, Austria once, and I got lost as a 15-year-old, but it was one of the coolest adventure runs I've ever been on. It was probably it was supposed to be like an hour, but I got lost. Almost missed the bus. It was crazy. I was 15 years old. I was so lost. It was unbelievable. Oh, but I made it back like in the nick of time. Oh my goodness. That was one of the coolest runs of my life just because it was an adventure. I was lost. Foreign country. It was amazing. Anyway, Tim, good question. Mar runs slow. I have a half marathon in October. What shoes do you recommend? Endorphin Speed or Kinvara 13? I'm not a fast runner. Mar runs slow. Great question. I will link to these reviews down below in the description. They are available from Running Warehouse down below. Endorphin Speed, 100%. And actually, I'm going to do a running shoe battle very soon between the Speed 2 and the Speed 3. I actually lean toward the Speed 2 for me personally. But I would say Mar runs, if you like a little more cushion under step, Endorphin Speed 3. 100% I would buy that shoe definitely over the Kinvara 13. But if you want to pinch some pennies, it would be great for you. I would do it in a heartbeat. Dan Runs is asking, when are you coming to England? Dan Runs, you tell me, man. I know. Going back to Ultra Dad, I'm kind of excited to get out of the Pikes Peak training cycle. It's been a lot of Pikes Peak for the last 2, 3, 4 years, and I think I'm almost ready to break out of it and not chase it down even next year and just go completely do something else. You know what I mean? I love the race. I love it. I wanted to do some very, very good things. I'm not writing it off yet. I got to get the MRI first, but Dan, there's great races in England, right? So, Dan, maybe I'm coming your way sooner rather than later because of this injury. Paul is asking, do you have an ideal race weight? Oh, that's interesting. And if so, do you do anything to get to this weight as part of your training? Paul, I don't. I mean, my natural weight is about it's probably like 115 to 118, again, depending on the scale you use. So I'm not a big guy. And I mean, okay, I will say this much. I train hard. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably why I'm injured. I love training. In fact, if I could only choose one, training or racing, I would absolutely, like for the rest of my life, if you could only do one, I know that's not a real question, but I would choose training, 10 times out of 10, just because I do enjoy it. But it does lead to injuries. I've had a lot of injuries in my life. And so for me, Paul, because I train at a very high level, I mean, my weight, I think, probably does drop. But how much, I don't know. I think it's like that 115 to 120 range, roughly, okay? I really don't weigh myself. So, Paul, there you go. That's my answer. Actually, hold on. It's funny, at the doctor, sorry, my leg is hurting me a little bit. My doctor, I should probably use these crutches. At the doctor appointment last week to get these crutches, they didn't weigh me. That was kind of interesting. I don't know why. Is that like a new thing? I thought doctors always weighed you. So I haven't been weighed in a long time. They just asked, and I just put 120. So there you go, Paul. John Panicola, here we go. Do you think a brand will ever surpass Nike as the #1 go-to for elite marathoner race day shoes? I know there's a bunch more competition now, but at the end of the day, there is a row after row of next percents. All the best in your recovery, sir. Thank you, John. So here's the deal, John, is just moving my leg a little bit. John, here's the deal. Patents, ZoomX foam patents, it's going to be hard for companies to surpass that ZoomX. And they've got the patent on it, of course. Nike does. So it's going to take, I'm going to say, because here's the deal. It's not the carbon fiber in the midsoles. It's the foam that really makes the difference. You can read a lot of different studies on these carbon fiber shoes. And yeah, so my opinion is going to take a lot of work. And I don't know, I haven't tested the Alphafly 2 yet. Adidas has the most money to try and chase down Nike, but I don't know. And as I'm always saying, it comes down to the athlete. I look forward to the day when a New Balance runner or a Hoka runner beats a Nike athlete at New York City or Berlin or London or Chicago. It'd be fun to see a non-Nike or Adidas shoe win. I will say that as far as like an athlete in the shoe. There you go, John. It's going to be a hot minute, I bet. I think it's going to be... And then, don't get me started. Oh my goodness. And you know why? You know why Nike's at the top? Here's my rationale. Michael Jordan. Oh, that's a stretch. But I've told this story before. The amount of money that Nike has brought into their coffers through Michael Jordan is one of the reasons they can invest so much in Kipchoge and all the research they did for the original 4% Flyknit. And I mean, they have so much money that it's a lot. So, but I credit Michael Jordan because of that, because he changed, in a certain sense, that company. All right, guys, that is it. Thank you for submitting your questions. That's the vlog today. Ask me anything. We'll do this again probably because of these good old guys. And just head up. If you're injured right now, I haven't read all the comments from yesterday's vlog, but I'm getting through them. So head up. We got this. And this is, as I keep saying, this is life, but at least we have life. You know what I mean? At least we're on as my grandfather used to say, at least I'm on the right side of the grass right now. If you know what I mean, everybody. All right, we will toss it to the Ask Me Anything vlog from the last one that I did. Ask Me Anything right there, right there, right there. Here we go. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.